This is The Oregon Trail by Francis Parkman, published by the Easton Press in 1980. This book is bound in this nice orange leather, which is sort of a pumpkin color, and it's pretty standard for Easton Press books. It's the same type of leather you would find on most other books from them. Nothing wrong with it, nothing special about it, but it's nice and smooth, and it's got a nice grain as well. Not too rough, but also not too fine. On the front cover, we have this gold embossed design, which is also pretty nice, although it is very basic. It's just a simple geometric pattern with some squares. On the spine, we have that same pattern, along with the author's name and the title, and then these fake spine hubs to give it some depth. On the back cover, we have the same design as on the front. The page edges are all gilded, and it's quite a nice job. And then there is a headband and tailband, but they are tucked way back underneath the leather. They are red and yellow. And of course, this book has a sewn binding. We have this nice silk bookmark here, which is sort of a deeper gold color. And in a similar tone, we have these pumpkin orange silk moire end papers, which are pretty thick. We have the title page here with the frontispiece, which is a portrait of Francis Parkman. It was edited from his notebooks by Mason Wade and illustrated by Maynard Dixon. And this book is from the 1980. So this is before Easton Press used acid-free paper. So although the paper is higher quality than most normal hardcovers and paperbacks, it's still not the best. And you can see that it has begun to yellow. We have a publisher's preface here. There's our table of contents. We have an introduction here by Mason Wade. And then we have an introductory fragment from the author's notes. I'm not too sure what this part is, but the Oregon Trail is almost what you would think it's about. It is about a man traveling west. Actually, it's about Parkman himself traveling west. This is a sort of a piece of nonfiction that he wrote in the style of a journal. And it's known for his descriptions of the natural world that he sees. We have these little illustrations throughout the book, and that's what the majority of them are, rather than full page. So there's another one. There's another one. And they are pretty common in the book. You'll see them at least every few pages, sometimes back-to-back pages. And they're usually nice little line drawings and portraits of different stuff. Here's a nice one that heads this chapter. And I won't look at all of them because most of them are pretty basic. Another nice chapter header. I do think that they fit the style of this book quite well. They're simple, like almost something that you could draw inside a journal. And these are taken from the Limited Editions Club and Heritage Press editions. So the Easton Press did not specially commission them for this book. They simply purchased the rights. I do like how they're scattered throughout, though, without breaking up the text at all. So it sort of reads like you would read a field journal or a diary of some sort, where a person might occasionally sketch things alongside the text to illustrate what they're talking about, but they will never fill up an entire page with a huge drawing, of course, or make it super detailed, like you would with an art book or something. Here's another double page chapter header spread type thing. I do like these ones quite a lot. Another one right there, although not at the beginning of a chapter. That one's pretty nice as well. And here's the final one of the book. This book doesn't really lay flat at all. The binding is a bit tight. Easton Press didn't master that until later in their... Well, they never really mastered it. Some of their new books are still bound tightly. But usually the 90s ones and on have overall better bindings than these earlier ones. So unfortunately, it doesn't lay flat very well. But overall, it's a pretty nice copy of the Oregon Trail. I imagine that there's not too many premium editions out there of this particular book, so this might be one of the best ones you can find. Thank you very much.